Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ogie here, and today I bring you a brand new Minecraft series on my channel. So, before we get into the video, be sure to slap the like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, in the description, you will find a dedicated Discord server link, which you can join at any time, meet new people, and join the Minecraft dedicated server that I run. But without any further ado, let's pick our starter. And for those of you wondering, yes, I haven't been posting very frequently. There's been a few things going on, kind of. I'm going to switch to a 2 video a week schedule at the moment until I kind of get settled and stuff like that and get everything kind of sorted out. So I'm not too sure what days it's going to be. I'm going to probably release it in my next video. But my next video is probably going to launch around Tuesday. And then the next one might be Thursday or Friday. So I might do Tuesdays, Fridays, but I'm not 100% certain. But without any further ado, let's get stuck into this video here. And we're going to want to pick ourselves a starter Pokemon. So, one Pokemon do I want to start? Is it fire, is it water, or is it ground, grass or ground, or whatever it is? I think I'm actually going to go with Charmander. Charmander seems like a good pick, doesn't it? Charmander's always a good pick. Oh, this seems a little bit laggy for some reason, even though it's on 1.2. And right off the bat, we're picking up some apricorns. So that's actually quite decent. We'll be able to start up our apricorn farm. What is this here? Miracle Berry. Alright, so if I toss my Charmander out, what does that give him? Okay, I don't know. I mean, he doesn't really like me by the looks of things. He just seems to want to run away. But what our main goal here is essentially to survive the night. So what we're going to do is we're going to want to build ourselves a nice little house. So let me just double check a few things for you real quick. Sorry, apologies. Oh, sorry. I had to exit out of another game, which is using up a lot of power here. So what I'm going to do really quickly is gather up some loot. And we're going to want to build ourselves a small starter house for tonight. We're not going to go too fancy or anything like this here. We're going to simply want to have a little base that we can essentially create and put away most of our stuff in. So starting loot, let's see, we're actually just going to grab a pickaxe real quick, and we're going to go and grab some, oh, I actually dropped it by accident. We're going to go grab some stone. With the stone then we'll be able to craft some stone loot, which will increase the speed of us mining and gathering loot up. Also, so I really wanted to do a Pixelmon series for a good while now. It's been a while since I've actually were able to play Pixelmon for properly. But I think our main goal here, I think it's much easier to start off playing on servers because servers have a lot kind of Pokemon already prepared and stuff like this here for you, and you get like rare candy and whatnot. Whereas if you do it single player, it's a little bit more harder, which is kind of like, it's a little bit more enjoyable. It would be nice if you could actually see what you're doing. Oh, press the thing. Whereas obviously battles like this here, they're not going to give me, and if they're not going to be too exciting or anything like that. But it will level up my Charmander to a decent level before we're actually able to take on decent sized Pokemon and start catching a few of them as well. But before we do that, we're going to have to get some aluminum and stuff like this here. And essentially, I'm not even going to bother with the string. And we're going to have to craft some Pokeballs as well. Thankfully, it being Pixelmon, I don't think there's any mobs or anything on this here. So we don't actually have to worry about any of that stuff. There's something flying up above. What is that? I don't even have Optifine, so I can't even tell. But yeah, there's a bunch of Pokemon just simply roaming around the place. And I'm looking for a small cave. I'm pretty sure I've seen one here. That's a ravine, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So we're not going to be actually able to get anything. Actually, no, we aren't. There we go. If we go in this way here, we'll be able to pick up a little bit of stones for ourselves, which is absolutely perfect. We're also going to want to gather up a little bit of iron and some coal. Yeah, so coal will be very handy. We'll be actually able to start creating some iron loot as soon as we mine up some iron, which I actually seen up across the other side. As you can see, it's over there. So what we'll do is I'm really quickly going to go up here and set up a small kind of bench slash let's see, do we want to set up maybe our starter house around here near the water? I think this will be decent enough. We can actually convert this here walkway into a nice little house for first night, which is actually what do we want to do that or do we not want to do that? Walkway house for our first night. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, yeah, let's go with this here. It doesn't have to be anything fantastic or anything spectacular. Our first night is simply going to be grand. I might even convert it into something rather decent in the near future as well, which I think would be actually quite handy. And we are on Pixelmon, so I forgot you don't actually get as much food. So we need to be back on peaceful. Apologies. Yeah, Pixelmon is a little bit harder to start off with simply because, yes, if you beat Pokemon and stuff like this here in battles, they do sometimes drop food, but you have to get specific ones and stuff and whatnot. So it is a little bit harder in that sense. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up ourselves a nice little square around here. Okay, so this is gonna be a wall going all the way across, like so, and we're gonna want to set up ourselves a nice little dirt roof. This is like the beginnings of Minecraft. What just attacked me? Caterpie? Okay, level 2. Phenomenal. Maybe I'll actually give my Charmander some experience. So would be nice if we could level him up. See what I mean? Like you can get some decent items and whatnot. Although it's nothing too spectacular, like I said. We're actually gonna remove this here block here, and this is actually just gonna be the very end of the house. So it doesn't need to be anything kind of amazing. So it doesn't. If I build it up like so and all the way around, then I'll be able to go out and grab a little bit more dirt and simply finish off the little base that we're going to use. I will set up a nicer doorway type of thing very, very shortly. I just kind of need to wrap this here up, and there we go. Once we have our kind of starter base kind of section, or whatever you want to call it, kind of just a room. We'll call it a room, because it's not going to be really a base though, is it? That's whenever we start looking at going down into the mine and whatnot and gathering up a little bit of extra loot. So we're going to have like a nice little walkway house for time being. It doesn't have to be anything kind of unreal for now. And we're going to have a double door on the side here then, very, very simply. Fill out the roof. Actually, I'm going to have to go and grab more dirt. So we're going to have a dirt house to start off with. I'm not actually too bothered. I just want somewhere that I can drop off my loot. And as soon as we gather up some iron and whatnot, we will proceed on to updating the house so that it looks a little bit nicer. Just on what it's going to be. And I know this is a very newbie way of doing it, but in Pixelmon, you just it's kind of, I think, more important to get your Pokemon ready rather than anything else, essentially. So you want to start creating Pokeballs and whatnot as soon as possible, and then heading on for a Pokemon hunt and setting up your apricorn farm. This is essentially the main goals in playing Pixelmon that will get you through the whole kind of the game, and we'll give you a nice little start. So there we go. This is going to be our little base for now, all the way down here. So what I can do, actually, I do have enough. Okay, so what we're going to do is make ourselves 2 doors, or 3 doors even, sorry, apologies. Did I pick them up? Yes, I did. There you are, beautiful. And we're going to drop them down in the middle like so. I'm also going to go out here and really quickly grab another tree. And with that tree, what we're going to do is very, very simply make ourselves a crafting table. Get enough crafting table, sorry, not a crafting table, chest, there we go. We're gonna make ourselves a double chest and some sticks and whatnot for our adventure into that ravine. We're obviously gonna have to gather up a little bit of different resources, so we don't want to overstack our our inventory very, very quickly. But there we go, we're going to do a double chest. As you can see, I'm playing just on the standard Minecraft texture pack. I do want to actually upgrade to the Pixelmon texture pack at some stage. So probably by next episode, whenever you're watching this here, we will be upgrading to the next texture, to the Pixelmon texture pack. I don't know why, I just feel like the Pixelmon texture pack just seems that much nicer. Well, essentially it's designed for Pixelmon, so it's obviously going to be that much better. But let's see, I think it was down here that we needed to dig. I'm going to dig on the 3rd block down. And okay, there we go. We were actually very, very lucky there, I think. Because if I died, I don't think I would have been able to find this here this here cave system anytime soon. So I don't. Right, okay. Nothing goes down here. I was kind of hoping that there'd be a bit more iron down here, but it doesn't seem like there's anything too special there. I think that's silicone and okay, aluminum maybe down there. Let's see what else is in here. What's this here actually? So this is a ruby. Okay, so you can pick up rubies in this here as well, which is really, really awesome, and I'm sure that will come in handy. Or is this iron? Yes, this is iron ore. Okay, so iron ore will actually come in very handy. You can make hammers and whatnot with this here, and that's essentially going to help us continue on with throughout the series. You know, we'll be able to use that. And then aluminum is the base, I believe, for the Pokeballs. So you have to make like a aluminum base or I think it's aluminum. It might actually be iron, but I'm not 100% sure. And then use the apricorns to make the very top of the Pokeball, so different colors. So you can essentially make like Ultra Balls, Prime Balls, and stuff like this here for any of you guys that didn't know that, which I think is actually a very, very cool way of doing it. It's rather different, so it kind of gets you thinking also about your resources and gathering loot up. Okay, so there's a whole load of different resources down on the other side. So what we're going to do is we're going to gather up a little bit more cobblestone. I'm going to go over and mine all of it. I'm pretty sure... I'm not exactly 100% certain what all the stones and like ruby crystals and sapphires and all of that does. But I'm going to probably research that a little bit more once we finish this here episode. And very, very simply... by the time next episode strikes, we'll be able to tell you guys a little bit more about it. Something down there, I believe that's a stone, it's a stone shard, or whatever you want to call it. But for now, let's dig over to the other side, and let's get ourselves mining a few nice little blocks. So there's plenty of blocks here. I really hope a stone axe can actually get them right. So what are these? Okay, not a problem. We're actually going to go down first before we head up. So this should be silicone, I believe, isn't it? Yeah, 2 silicone. Oh, we actually got 2 ores. I didn't even notice that we were mining both of them, but there we go. Not too bad. But guys, I would love to hear how everyone has been doing, and I apologise for not being around for the past week or so. There we go, we got another crystal. So make sure you drop a little comment. Just tell me kind of how your day is going and what you've been up to for the past week since whenever I've been away. I would really, really love to hear what everyone's been getting up to. I know it's been a while since I've got to chat to all of you guys. So, yeah, my apologies for that yet again. I do promise there'll be a lot more content coming out. At least 2, well, I'm not going to promise at least 2 videos. I'm going to promise at least 1 video each week. I'm going to say probably 2 videos, simply so that it frees up my schedule. I can work on other stuff such as work and web development and kind of all the stuff I'm doing in the background. And once everything kind of dies down after the lockdown and stuff like this here, there should be much more content coming out. There'll be much more kind of interesting. I know how to build is something very big on my channel, but at the minute I just don't have that much time to be able to kind of come up with designs and stuff like this here all the time. So I will try my hardest, and I will try to bring out as much content as I possibly can in the next coming weeks. So yeah, thank you so much for all the support you guys been showing me so far, and to anyone new to this channel, you're very, very welcome here, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Let's see, so what is this here? Is this leaf stone? Okay, yeah, oh, okay, I was not expecting a leaf stone down this low in the mine, but sure, I mean, I guess it works, right? So there we go, we're putting up plenty of crystals. I would love to get some aluminum bottom. I'm not sure if they actually removed aluminum. No, this is aluminum here, isn't it? Yeah, that's aluminum. So aluminum essentially looks exactly like iron. The only difference is it's a little bit more grey. So if you look at it, I should have... Oh, no, okay, my bad. I think you need an iron pickaxe to mine aluminum. And I believe you do. This is why we came to get iron, so that we can actually mine aluminum. Which is a very, very big mistake of mine. Let's see, so... what are we going to want to do here? We're going to want to head up as high as possible and then go to our little base. And this is Minecraft 1.2, which hasn't got the cool swimming system yet, that if you move forward, it's just going to go up. So we have to, oh no, so we have to use the old school Minecraft way of swimming up. I know this is a little bit of a pain, but this is essentially the way Minecraft used to work. So an old school player like myself will be rather used to it, although I must say the new way of doing it is much nicer. It just speeds up so much, and it's just, I don't know, it just makes it that much more kind of interesting, if that makes sense. But yeah, let's see. What we're gonna do is in here. What you're gonna let's mine an additional block down here, and then what we'll be able to do from that is essentially make a nice little walkway. Or not even a walkway, just a small section that we can climb out of, I believe, if we don't start dying here. Let's see, there we go. And our breath is back to full. I actually want to mine... what do I want to mine? Let's see. Oh no, okay. You know what, let's just build out and around. There we go. We're just going to do this here. And simply keep going all the way up to the very top. If I would have dropped there, I would have been very, very unhappy. Let's see, I don't know if you need to use a pickaxe or... there. Should be able to reach the top now, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to our base and set ourselves up with some nice loot. Question is our base down this way? Yes, it is. Okay, so we can start. Oh, hello, Ghastly. How can I help you, my friend? What level are you? Let's go, Charmander. Charmander? Ghastly is level 8. Oh, and we've also learned Ember, which is fantastic. Although our Charmander's asleep. Right, okay. Just have to cope. Yeah. We just have to hope he doesn't kill our Charmander anytime soon, as I don't have anything that I can actually heal him in. So what we're going to do after this here is we're going to go on a little mission. We're going to take our coordinates and we're going to go on a little mission. And that's going to be today's episode, simply as that will be to find the Pokemon Center. Oh, Charmander's fainted. Okay, this is not fantastic at all. So I'm going to drop off all of these items here. I'm going to take our pickaxe with me and this here. And our coordinates are 377 225. There we go. That's beautiful. And what we're going to do is we're very, very simply going to go on a small mission to find a healing station. In Pixelmon, at random, you will normally find some Poke Centers spawning at random, of course. And essentially what the goal there is to allow players to be able to heal their Pokemon whenever they die in battle. Obviously, it's not always possible. What's this here? Okay, there we go. Sneak for more info. Okay, you can plant these here. Okay, well, that's what we're going to do, is we're simply just going to plant them. Oh, there's a little Squirtle. Okay, that's cool. I'm not actually sure that is, but I've never seen a weird animation for walking. So there is an NPC player. So you actually get a lot of NPC players around the area that you can essentially fight and practice against to train up, which is really, really cool, as the old Pokemon didn't actually have any of that. So in a newer version, they kind of added a lot more items. And I know, like, I used to actually have a different YouTube channel. It was called Miss Night. I've deleted it years ago, and that was based around Pixelmon, which is probably my I would say it was definitely my favourite game mode of all time, and I've always kind of enjoyed playing it. Is this a Pokemon? What is this? No, okay, this is a tomato berry. Okay, I can't even give it to Charmander because he's fainted. So what we need to do is very, very simply find ourselves our well, not our healing center, but the healing center that the game has already prepared for us. And I think some of these berries could heal Charmander, but I don't think they bring him back after he's fainted. So unfortunately, this is going to be our episode of today, and that's simply to look for look for a Pokemon Center. And as hard as it may be at this point in time, I believe there should be one nearby. I think the game usually tries to spawn them in and around the area that you kind of begin on, so that you can actually have a decent start. And in case anything ever goes wrong, you will be able to heal your Pokemon. It's a bit unfortunate that we haven't found one yet. I was kind of hoping that it would be somewhere around this area. Usually whenever you find a forest like this here, you should find yourself a Pokemon Center. There we go. My apologies. I just couldn't remember the name there. But if we don't, I will continue on looking off screen here, and hopefully I will be able to find one before the next episode starts. So let's see. We're going to do a little bit more running, and we're going to be in the search for our Pokemon Center. I would say usually in big open areas like this here is where you would find them, so I'm a bit confused as to why we haven't seen one yet. Although I know villages always tend to have one as well, so that's kind of, that's always a good thing to search for, is a small village in around the area that you spawned in. Usually you will find something there. Oh, not good. Although we are in peaceful, so we're going to heal up. This is just kind of something you do. I think on Pixelmon usually would play on peaceful. I know there's a few players that prefer to play it on kind of survival, blah blah blah. But I think building houses and trying to capture all the Pokemon is the main goal in this here. So you shouldn't be worrying about health and kind of your food and whatnot. You just want to build out a little bit and make sure you've got plenty of Pokeballs to go and capture as many cool Pokemon as possible. And this is essentially going to be our goal. I don't know if I want to actually capture all the Pokemon that the game has created. What's this here? This is silicone, isn't it? Or no, it's crystal. I'm actually going to pick it up. I believe this is where a building was supposed to spawn, but I'm not sure if it's something to do maybe with my Pixelmon version. I'm not 100% certain, but we're getting really stuck for this here, especially trying to find out where the healing station might be. I'm kind of hoping that it'll be very close by here. I don't actually remember them being... Oh, Charmander was revived. Okay. So it appears as if your Charmander gets revived in case... or after a certain amount of time, which is not the worst. It's actually going to be much more handy to play with like that. But unless we have some decent berries, I don't think we'll be able to heal them up. Do we need a lot of berries? And also we need to reset our attack. Let's see, if I give Charmander this here. Okay, so I can't actually sneak. Okay, let's see. Lowers the speed. Okay, so these berries don't actually do anything for my Charmander at the minute. We need to figure out a way to essentially get some potions, maybe. And I think if we don't run here, we die. I don't really want my Charmander dead all the time. I have a feeling... okay, something looked like something fell from the sky. So finding a healing station is essentially a priority, nevertheless. So unless we have one of the wee small... because you can usually break the healing stations and take them with you, which is very, very decent. So that's essentially what we're going to be looking for, and I think... oh, no, we don't want to fight you either. You're even higher level than my Charmander is anyway. So this is essentially the issue whenever you're starting out a Pokemon world on your own. I mean, it's decent enough, although it is struggles until you get your first healing station. After you have a healing station, everything is smooth and it kind of goes 10 times quicker, and it's just kind of easier to play with, if that makes sense. But as you can see, I think a lot of this area here was supposed to have kind of something spawned on top of it, but I'm not actually 100% certain. I feel like we probably... Wait, what? Level 7. Okay, I genuinely thought that was a player. I'd never actually seen one of the NPCs. There we go, this is our healing station there. I'm actually considering just maybe using the healing station as our home for now. Mainly because we're really far away from home. And we only had a little bit of items. So what I'm going to probably do off screen is I'm just going to go get them and bring them down here into this Pokemon Center. We have found ourselves a Pokemon Center and we have one healing station. Absolutely amazing. Let's see. Our Charmander is healed up. We have revives, we have potions, we have everything in here that we could require. Also, there's a whole bunch of nice Pokemon in around the area. There's a nice cave system and a little forest right up ahead. So I think this actually might be the spot that we're going to want to live in. So what we're going to do is we're very, very simply going to use the Pokemon Center as our base for the near future. And what we're going to do is we're very simply going to build a small kind of... We're gonna build a small village all the way around our Pokemon Center and just kind of use that as our base, which I think will actually be a very good idea. I really hope my Charmander doesn't lose here. It'd be nice to get him up a few levels so that whenever he actually does get into them kind of better fights against better Pokemon and stuff like this, it's easier for me to catch and it's like he doesn't die quickly. And then we can look at capturing some cool high level Pokemon. Let's see, Ekans, Miltank, actually, yeah, Charmander can definitely take Miltank. So let's go, there we go. Sometimes throwing the Pokeball might be a little bit awkward. I don't know why the animation kind of, it fires it at the Pokemon, but doesn't always hit him, which is very, very strange. But, yes, I think I'm going to call it an episode for this here. We have found ourselves our first home, and we have found ourselves a, oh, there we go. So mill tanks apparently drop a bunch of food, but we have found ourselves our first small base that we're going to use, and we have found ourselves a healing station, which is absolutely amazing for our first episode, I believe. And we're going to convert this here Pokemon Center into something a little bit nicer, like a bit more of a homey feeling. Definitely going to split this up in 2 floors and expand a little bit out as well. I'm actually going to go and see if I can find a few more in the near future and kind of set everything up like that. Gonna need a bed to set up or spawn, and once we do that, everything should be grand. But anyway, guys, thanks you so much for watching this episode of Minecraft Pixelmon Series. If you enjoyed, be sure to drop a like. Also, if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button. I promise you will find something you like on this channel, and in the description you will find a Discord server that you can join, have a chat with, meet a bunch of new people, and play on the dedicated Minecraft servers. But yeah, anyway, guys, thanks for watching once again. Have an awesome day, and goodbye.